Sometimes the biggest bag you ever lose isn't because of haters or the industry. It's because you ignored the one person who actually had the blueprint to win. Let's talk about Memphis Bleek, because what he just admitted in this interview is bigger than music. It's a lesson every artist, entrepreneur, and business-minded person can learn from. Bleek revealed that Jay-Z, a billionaire who mastered every level of this game, gave him the exact advice that could have taken his career to a whole new level, and he flat out ignored it. That decision didn't just cost him a few plays on the radio or a missed feature. It costed him millions of dollars. See, Jay-Z saw something in Bleek early that Bleek didn't even see in himself. He told Bleek straight up, when the world gets to see your personality, your life's gonna change. That's not just music advice. That's brand building 101. In this era, personality is currency. It's how you connect the fans, how you build audience, and how you turn a name into a business. But Bleek came from that old school gangster on the mic mindset. He said he didn't want to be animated like Busta Rhymes, Ludacris, or even Missy Elliott. He thought that wasn't real, and in doing that, he left the whole lane of money untouched. Now fast forward to today, Bleek sees artists like 2 Chainz taking that same approach and cashing in. And even Jay-Z doubled back to remind him, I told you this years ago. It's powerful because it shows how stubborn pride can block opportunity. Bleek admits it himself. He sabotaged his own career by not evolving. He had the cosign, the platform, and the mentorship most artists would dream of, but he didn't adapt. But here's the flip side. This isn't a story of failure. It's one of growth. Because now Bleek is showing the world his personality through his podcast, and Jay-Z is fully behind it. It proves it's never too late to pivot. You might not get back the millions you missed, but you can still write a whole new chapter if you're willing to evolve and listen. And that's why this story matters so much. It's not just about Bleek. It's about how often we ignore good advice because we think we know better, and how expensive that mistake can be in business, in branding, and in life. But don't just take my word for it. Listen to how Bleek himself explains the mistake that costed him millions of dollars.
They gotta respect you just for your loyalty.
Okay.
No, actually, I'm gonna add one.
Okay.
Being a podcaster or being an MC artist?
Podcaster. Because I get to talk my shit without a beat. Or sitting there trying to think of some shit that niggas gonna fuck with or like. It's just fucking, it's not easy.
So you see podcasting is easier than being an artist?
Yeah, because this is, you know, Jay told me years ago, man, I swear, this is, I think, when Ludacris first came out, because Jay, we always used to crack jokes and do shit. And he would be like, yo, Bleek, when the world get to see your personality, bro, your life gonna change, man. Like, why you don't put your personality in your music? And I'm like, nigga, I'm from the era where when that mic cut on, we gang, cuz I ain't no way. I'm not Busta. I'm not Luda. I'm not Missy. Like it just.
And what you saying by that is like a character figure.
Like
I don't want you to say that because you say that people will take that the wrong way.
No, they can take it how they want to take it. They was animated and doing entertaining. They were entertaining. I'm not that type of entertainer. Yeah. But then when you fast forward. When you take a Busta, you take a Missy, you take a Ludacris, and you build that up, you get a 2 Chainz.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
That's deep.
2 Chainz is the one who I feel like, damn, I could have did it that way. Because when son be spitting, I be like, he killed that. He a funny motherfucker.
He different.
Yeah.
Different.
You know what I'm saying? So when I hear him, it's like,
yeah, Virgo.
I never thought about that angle of it. I thought about.
So they were telling you before that you needed to put more of your character into.
Yeah,
into
Jay Ben told me because he was like, yo, your personality, you one of a kind. There's nobody in the world like Bleek. So it's so weird that after the pod dropped and I seen him at the Cowboy Carter show in DC,
Nice
he was
floss.
like,
Nice floss.
he was like,
The
yo,
right floss.
Right floss. Right
he
floss.
was like, yo, Bleek, this is it, man. He was like years ago.
Approved by him.
Yeah, he's like years ago. I thought it would come through the music.
Take a shot for that. Give him a shot. He don't got. Let's give him a shot.
I got a shot right here,
no,
man. I'm
give
lit
one
already.
more,
No, I'm lit already.
Come
This is a shot.
Take your
Come on.
last shot. Your last shot right there.
Fuck that shot.
Come on, Tuesday Mafia.
He's like, this is half a rock solid. We're not doing this.
Tuesday.
No, fuck that. Listen. So he was like, yo. He was like, you got the podcast, like, and now they get to see what I saw. And he was like, bro, don't stop. I love what you're doing. Continue. He even was putting pressure on niggas in the room. I ain't gonna say no names, but he was looking at niggas. Hey, dog, y'all niggas better pull up. Pull up the rock solid. Word. So
just say one name.
Nah. I can't. Nah.
We see the pictures.
We know the names. We know.
Word. But everybody want to know
right now.
Everybody want to know when Jay coming to Rock Solid. I told him whenever he got some shit to say, pull up, man. You know,
fire.
My podcast is your podcast. Come through and talk that shit. You want to shit on niggas? Come shit on them on my platform.
Right.
Because I'm a shit on them with you.
The truth is, sometimes the biggest L you take in life doesn't come from your haters, labels, or bad deals. It comes from not listening when the right person is trying to put you on game. And that's exactly what Memphis Bleek's story shows. Because when you really break it down, this isn't just about music or missed money. It's about timing, evolution, and how easy it is to let pride block progress. Jay-Z wasn't just giving Bleek random advice. He was literally handing him the formula for long-term success. He saw that Bleek had personality, charm, and charisma that people would connect with. And in this business, connection is everything. It's how you build fan bases, brand deals, media opportunities, and eventually generational wealth. But Bleek's mindset was locked in a different era. Back then, being too animated or too entertaining was looked down on by certain corners of hip-hop. It was seen as not being real enough, and that thinking costed a lot of artists the chance to expand their reach. Because while Bleek stayed stuck in that gangster Mike mentality, other artists used their personality to become brands. Look at how Luda built movies and endorsements. Look at how 2 Chainz turned humor and wit into longevity. That's not selling out, that's scaling up. The crazy part is, Bleek sees it now. He understands how that one adjustment could have opened up a completely different path for him. And to me, that's the lesson here. Success isn't just about talent or hustle. It's about adaptability. The ones who win long term are the ones who listen, evolve, and step outside their comfort zone before it's too late. And to Bleek's credit, he's doing that now. The podcast lane he's building is proof that he's applying that old advice in a new way. And Jay-Z co-signing it shows the respect and belief never left. What I respect most about Bleek is that he's not bitter about it. He's not blaming the industry or trying to rewrite history. He's being accountable. He's saying, yeah, I had the blueprint and I didn't follow it. And that's something a lot of people in and out of the music industry need to hear. Because how many of us have ignored good advice and then watched somebody else eat off that same idea years later? It happens everywhere, in business, careers, relationships, and the quicker we learn from it, the quicker we can grow. So this story isn't just about a rapper who missed out on millions. It's a reminder that your biggest asset in life is your willingness to evolve. If the smartest person in the room, especially somebody who's already where you're trying to go, tells you there's a better way, don't let your ego make you deaf to it. Now I want to hear from y'all. Do you think Bleek could have built a much bigger legacy if he followed Jay-Z's advice from the start? And have you ever ignored good advice and realized later it could have changed everything for you? Let me know your thoughts down below in the comment section. And make sure you like and subscribe. Peace.